Everything is everywhere these days. Check out the supermarket. Orange juice from China, nuts from India, swordfish from Japan, lager from Czechoslovakia, scores of European cheeses. You name it, it's there. Not when I was growing up. You'd never taste the range of French cheeses or Bohemian lager beer. At least you couldn't unless you were very rich and could go anywhere when the fancy took you. All that has changed. But it's not just foods. Got an iPhone? Everyone knows it was invented and designed at Cupertino in California. Who knows where the complex bits and pieces of its innards are made or assembled? Apple doesn't say. The industry credits China, Japan, Germany, South Korea, and of course the United States itself. Just think for a moment of the trillions of parts and finished goods moving cheaply around the world every second, a small portion by air, but most by sea. We call it globalization.
World is not about space anymore. Everything has come together, tightly connected and interrelated that it feels like we are part of global village. Globalization was a tidal wave that was started to enhance the economic state of the world. Therefore, it was gradually a phase of movement. Study a multi-dimensional impact of globalization on every aspect of the world we live in because its considerable advantages and disadvantages. In this article, we have mentioned some of the major pros and cons of globalization to give a better idea of concept.
Today we welcome to Professor Dr. Economics, Ms. Tong.
The Associate Professor Doctor of Economics, Ms. Kong, teaches about the general looking about the situation of the world.
Hello, audience. We can say that international cooperation in trading, exchanging advanced technology, circulating international currency, and stepping up investing capital from individuals, organizations of these countries to others is popular and powerful gradually. Problems of offshore investing have become global problems.
Could you let everybody know about some regression of global economics, please?
Of course! Their development and important impacts of translation, exchanging value is equivalent to 3/4 global trading value. Acquisitions and mergers in small companies into big corporations, especially companies of technology, Foundation of United and Arab Organization of Economics, Trade, International Finance, such as EU, IMF, WTO, APEC, and so on, which aim at solving common economic problems of the world and area.
We can't deny the advantages of offshore investing, but risks and disadvantages are fewer. The terror can harm countries in particular case.
Yes, barrier of politics, laws, policies in host country, barrier of culture, barrier of foreign exchanging value, working effectively by intermediaries.
You tell us about disadvantages of home countries specifically.
Yes. First of all, let's talk about direct effects to domestic resources. Freedom in global trade brings chances to countries expanding business, stretching product cycle, or minimizing production costs. But when they decide, they have to prepare all necessary equipment, such as technologies or large capital taken to countries they want to go to investing. That amount of capital is not small. Although the tariff barriers for countries joining globalization has been quite clearer is so important. If they aren't careful, it leads to brain drain. So resources which were focused on developing domestic economies were fewer and fewer. Yeah.
But when they take the resources to other countries through investing, especially developed countries through investing in developing countries, we will save a lot of costs. Use cheap human resources, especially in host countries. Therefore, it's easy to get more interest and more domestic economies.
I agree with these opportunities. However, abroad investment can cause many risks in the environment of politics, internal confliction, or just a change of policy or law of the invested country. All of these can lead enterprises to lose infrastructure property, influence seriously to the investor so as to the invested country.
Yes.
So that they should have to invest to the country which has to be settled about politics and the financial environment. We can see in India.
Ví dụ là từ những năm 1970 tại Kinh chỉ có các công ty Ấn Độ để đầu tư rất nhiều vào các ngành công nghiệp, từ ngành công nghệ thấp tới ngành công nghệ đòi hỏi những chất xám. Tuy nhiên là xung đột càng gây gắt vào năm 2008, hàng loạt các vụ biểu tình, cuộc xung đột hay là cuộc nổ bom xảy ra ở Gaza đã làm cho những cái cửa hàng hay là những công ty đầu tư tại đây phải gánh chịu thiệt hại nặng nề về việc mất cơ sở hạ tầng.
Moreover, works are made in host country can displace which in home country, meaning the resources in the host country to have the low-cost production is the target of the investment. So, of course, they will leave the low-cost labor forces in the host country. This is a joyful encouragement for the labor in the host country, but it comes with a big pressure for the investor because works made in host country can display the work in home country. It means they move their business to another country can rise the rate of unemployment in the country.
Ví dụ từ năm 1988, các ngành công nghiệp xuất khẩu của Nhật Bản lâm vào tình trạng khó khăn do đồng yên lên giá. Những nỗ lực để giải quyết tình trạng này được thể hiện nhiều hình thức. Tuy nhiên là ngoài việc cắt giảm chi phí sản xuất, các doanh nghiệp còn chuyển cơ sở sản xuất ra nước ngoài như một giải pháp thay thế xuất khẩu. Ở một số sản phẩm như là radio, TV màu và các đồ điện gia dụng khác, tỷ lệ sản xuất đã lên tới 50%, trong một số trường hợp khác lên tới 60 đến 70%. Ở Thái Lan, Malaysia hay một vài nước châu Á khác với lượng lao động chi phí thấp là một địa điểm hấp dẫn đối với các nước đi đầu tư đến đặt cơ sở sản xuất tại đây.
So the investors have many risks. They can't just only with resources problem. They independent investment countries catalytic can make a serious impression to their patterns of payment. Can you explain in detail about this problem?
Can I take the drink first? For me, that's right. The currency demand increases when investment companies have to bring the domestic currency to another country. It makes the savings decrease. Inspire investment improves the investment country's balance of payment. But just in long term, in the immediate, circulating capital to the foreign country can lead the company to making a temporary adverse effect to the international balance of payment.
Yes.
The reason can be explained that in the year of foreign investment, outside expenditure of the investment country increase and the balance of payments temporary deficit happens.
Cuối năm 2012, đây là ví dụ thực tế ở Việt Nam, có khoảng 1,2 tỷ USD được các doanh nghiệp Việt Nam mang đi nước ngoài. Đây là một con số khá lớn trong bối cảnh kinh tế trong nước khó khăn, dự trữ ngoại hối và các thanh toán khá căng thẳng trong mấy năm vừa qua.
One more disadvantage that investment country could be present that is the export market and innovation is not important for the talents of commerce because of moving the production base to another country's political capacity of export to increasing. We really thank you for listening because Professor Dr. of Economics, Mr. Tom. As a result, globalization is a certainly trend of the world. Global economies bring many advantages for many countries, but we cannot deny the other hand of globalization. So investment countries have to investigate very carefully before two experts before investing any market, mapping the right strategy for their own to employ under disadvantages. In the end of our talk show, thanks for your watching. See you in the next show with the topic Disadvantages of host country when offshore investing, being shown at 8 p.m. every Thursday on WANS.